What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. Kindly for watching me for the first time. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. So, guys, in this video, we are going to see the Chinese in Jamaica. They are now leaving Jamaica. They have come out and say Jamaica it is not safe for them, and majority of them they have decided to leave Jamaica. So kindly, guys, watch this video or from a Jamaican lady coming out and telling us exactly the reasons to why Chinese in Jamaica they are leaving Jamaica. Then I'll be back with more comment.
The Chinese man say they're done with Jamaica. They are finished with Jamaica. Then they pack them bag and go away left Jamaica. They don't want to have nothing to do with Jamaican people anymore. Then they pack up them businesses, them grandparents, everybody where they are Jamaica. Then they left everything. So, if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on what these Chinese people have to say, please keep on watching your girl, cause I got a lot. So I was reading a news article in the Gleaner where they say the Chinese shunned Jamaica. So I'm gonna say some of the direct things that they said in this news article. I don't agree with the title because Chinese can mean anything. They need to be more specific. But the Chinese businessmen and women of Jamaica that lives in Jamaica, that works in Jamaica, said then they left. Then can't bother, then leaving. So the Chinese man that they were actually interviewing says while some business are still operating in Jamaica, they're investing in migration plans. So they're still working and collecting Jamaican dollars and selling the Jamaican people what their stuff, their products, and making money. But they're also having a backup plan. They're also getting all the money they can get from out the Jamaican people to migrate to somewhere else. The Chinese community is heavily targeted by criminals. They get robbed at gunpoint very often, hostage situation, and tied up at home. The Chinese had a meeting with JCF, and JCF is the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The superintendent relating to crime problems because they were on the verge of closing down all businesses in Jamaica. So the man that was being interviewed saying that the Chinese community is heavily targeted by criminals and they were on the verge of just giving up all their business and just closing everything down and leaving. And that's when they actually had a meeting with the superintendent about crime and violence in their community. And next, the Chinese said the Chinese Mr. or Mrs. Chin is disrespectful. Cultural differences with Jamaicans are more outgoing and enthusiastic. Most Chinese leave in the retirement age because they don't feel safe. They don't feel like the healthcare system is going to be beneficial to them in the long run, and there's no benefit to paying taxes. So they can pay taxes and they won't get any benefits when they retire, basically. And they don't feel welcomed. So let me put on this. I wrote down everything that I said. So the Chinese people say that they're done with Jamaica, they are left, they don't feel welcome, the cultural differences is affecting them and all these things. So hello. Did the Jamaican people ask you to come to their country? That's the first question. Did we ask you to migrate from China, Japan, any Asian countries that you belong to, or even America? Did we ask you to come to our country and open up businesses in our country? No, we did not ask you to do that. So if you leave, you will leave at your own free will, because we never invited you in our country, and for real, we don't need you in our country at all. It's full time now. Jamaica stand up on their own 2 feet and start go back to farming yam and dashing and cassava and all these things, and start make these Chinese people feeding dog coat, dog, rat, cat, horse and all these things. Okay, so the Chinese people saying that their cultural difference is a big issue, and the older Chinese people are more stuck in their ways and they don't understand the Jamaican culture, because we're more enthusiastic, we're more outgoing, and they're a bit more laid back, conservative. If you're going to a country and if you're going to be doing business in a country, it's up to you to change. It's up to you to adapt to that country so that your businesses will survive, so that you can make surplus of your business. It's not up to the people to change up and fix up for your benefit. No, you were the one that went to Jamaica. Now you're the one that needs to adapt. And if you Chinese people that are in Jamaica would actually integrate yourself in our communities, actually get to understand Jamaican people, instead of having your little communities outside of the Jamaican community, having like a Chinese area and then you have like a Jamaica area. If it's migrated into the Jamaican areas and actually try to understand Jamaican people, maybe you guys would feel welcome. Maybe you guys wouldn't be targeted. And it's very wrong that criminals are targeting them. It's very, very wrong. Nobody should be targeted, especially if you have a business. That should be a benefit to a community if somebody opens a business in a specific community. So, my thoughts, the Chinese people need to integrate into the community, and if they want to feel more welcome, they need to understand that we have cultural differences and we're different people, and they're the one that's supposed to change and adapt when they come to our country, not us. And to the Jamaican people, to my Jamaican brothers and sisters, full time, it is full time that y'all start planting back on a cassava, start raising a hog, cow, and all these things, because these Chinese people are feeding you rat, cat, dog, horse, donkey, and all these things without you knowing, without your consent or your knowledge. So then they feed you all sorts of foolishness. They're fucking up your body, fucking up your digestive system. We have enough fucked up shit that goes through our digestive system every day. We don't need people to be falsely impersonating chicken and fish and all these things and giving it to us, okay? It's full time now. We start go back to old Jamaica, farming Jamaica, and stop depending on these people, because Jamaica depend on these Chinese people for their imported products. We need to be importing products out of Jamaica, not importing them back into Jamaica. We need to go back to the old days where importing food and stuff from Jamaica was a big business, okay? And honestly, the Chinese people talking about they don't feel welcome and they don't feel this and they don't feel that. Why are y'all still in Jamaica? Y'all are still making money. Y'all are still milking our communities for everything it has. So you talking about y'all leaving and you're making up migration plans is a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry to say it, it's a bunch of bullshit, because if you guys didn't feel welcomed, if you guys felt like our cultural differences was such a big issue and it wasn't beneficial to you, y'all would have left a long time ago. So all that BS that you're talking about is all BS, because y'all have way more to gain being in Jamaica with your businesses than you have to lose, okay? Y'all make a lot of money out of the Jamaican communities each and every day, and y'all don't put any of it back into our communities. Y'all put it into your communities or send it back to your native land, to China. So what Jamaicans need to do is support people that is Jamaican, that putting back money into our communities, investing in our communities. And I don't know how many videos I have to say where Jamaican people need to start investing in their own. Chinese people talk about how them left and then they do this and they do that. If we were investing in our communities, making our own products, going back to the old days and farming and all these things, we wouldn't need any Chinese people to be in our country to provide any products at all, because we would still have our factories, we would still have manufacturing, and we would still be importing and making a lot of money importing products out of Jamaica. And that's what our people need to get back to. So that's my thoughts and opinions on this story. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell me in the comment section what you think about these Chinese people talking about them at left Jamaica and they appear criminal, they target them, and the cultural difference. They don't like people call them Chinese, Mr. Chin or Mrs. Chin. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section, and tell me if you think Jamaica needs to go back to manufacturing and importing their own products, because that me say and that me mean. Anyway, I'm out of here. Deuce.
Even with the Chinese and the wholesalers, when they come up and they start up their business, I think for the first 5 years they don't have to pay tax, but they found a loophole around it where they try to open up other businesses so they just keep on going and not paying any tax. That's what I've heard. And we don't have those same privileges as Jamaicans, so it's harder for us. And it's like, obviously the government wants them here because more business, more money in the economy, more jobs, but it's just like, why can't you provide all these benefits and resources to your own people? You know, like other countries do. Like, why are you for other people and not for Jamaicans? It's kind of crazy.
I don't know how difficult it is for you, but I actually can focus on more than one thing at the same time. I can express my concern for, what these black capitalists are doing in the country in which I live. And I can also focus on what is happening with a so-called Chinese takeover in Jamaica. I can focus on those two things at the same time. With that being said, from the discourse that I've seen online, not a lot of Jamaicans are focused on this so-called Chinese takeover. Sure, people whisper, but whenever I speak or when other creators speak out and say, we should have some grace for Haitian refugees who are seeking asylum in Jamaica, and we should have some grace for people who are suffering in Jamaica, and we should be careful of how we are allowing foreign capitalists to come and take over certain industries. It's the same Jamaicans at home who are attacking us. It's the same Jamaicans at home who are telling us to mind our business. I also believe that there are bigger issues at play, and one of those issues is the way in which Jamaicans, especially those at home, have been conditioned that certain things are the way they are and should stay the way they are. It's the way how Jamaicans at home have been conditioned to believe that certain people belong in certain tier, and that is why I have seen a surprising number of people to me who are very unconcerned and very supportive of this takeover that you speak of, which is why I'm leaving it alone. I thought about making a video about it, but I'm leaving it alone because the last time I spoke up on here about how certain people were basically trivializing our black culture and trying to whitewash our culture on this here platform, it was Jamaicans, many black Jamaicans, who came to their defense against me. So I have learned my lesson, and I'm going to leave you all to deal with that takeover. While I can, acknowledge that there are certain things that I am uncomfortable with, for the most part, I'm going to leave the Jamaicans to figure this one out.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from our Jamaican lady coming out and giving us some of the reasons to why majority of Chinese businesses owners, they have decided to leave Jamaica. First of all, they are saying that their life it is in danger. The Jamaicans, they are threatening them, and also Jamaican, it is not safe for them right now. So for me, I can tell you that for so many years, majority of Jamaicans, they have been complaining about Chinese taking over their country, and also Jamaican government, it has helped majority of Chinese people in Jamaica to run their business smoothly, because the Chinese, they have been given 5 years of working in Jamaica without paying any tax. You can imagine, they are working in Jamaica, they are doing businesses in Jamaica for a period of 5 years without paying any tax to Jamaican government. So because of how Jamaican government it has helped so much the Chinese doing businesses, providing them a conducive environment to do business, majority of the Chinese, they have taken advantage, and also they have been boating and closing down majority of the black Jamaicans, majority of the Jamaicans businesses, because you know you cannot compete with someone who is tax free, and yet for you, you are paying tax each and every day. So because of that, majority of Jamaicans, they have closed down because there is a high competition, and you know, you guys, you know the Chinese prices, it is, they love to lower their prices down so that they can have more sales. So for me, because of that, majority of majority of the Jamaican businesses, it was shut down, and right now we are seeing that the people who are owning some biggest businesses in Jamaica, they are Chinese. So majority of the Jamaicans also, they have been complaining because of that. The Chinese, they are taking over, because you can see the biggest store belongs to the Chinese. The Chinese, you can see their biggest hotels, the biggest apartment, it is being owned by the Chinese, and that's why majority of the black people, they have been complaining and saying that the Chinese, the majority of the Jamaicans, they have been complaining and say that the Chinese, they are taking over Jamaica. One day you Jamaicans will wake up and see you are having a Chinese president. So guys, currently I want also to correct, because I know we are having the, you know, Jamaica, it is a mixed race country, whereby you can see even their motto, it is out of many one people. This is to tell you that we have so many different races in Jamaica. You will see that we have black people in Jamaica, we have white Jamaica, we have Indian Jamaica, we have Chinese Jamaica. So it is not all the Chinese who they are doing this. It is those Chinese, the foreigners, Chinese people, they are coming to Jamaica, not the Chinese Jamaica, they are doing this thing. It is the foreign Chinese who they are coming to Jamaica. They are the ones who they really want to take over Jamaica. And also for me, I can tell you that right now, these Chinese, they are coming out and complaining that the environment in Jamaica, it is not good for them, and also they feel like they are being attacked with the locals because of how they are operating, because of how they have opened successful businesses in their country. For me, I can tell you that instead of Chinese to complain about security and everything, and feeling like they are being threatened with the Jamaicans, it is because of them they are not following the laws. It is because of them they are not giving the locals more opportunity, because you can't just come to Jamaica, you do businesses and you shut down, or you buy some local businesses so that you can remain the one person doing businesses in that area. So because of that, the locals people, they will feel they will feel threatened because you are not one of them, and also they are seeing that you are making more money in their country, and yet you are not investing in this country. Because for me, I can tell you that I know the Chinese also, we are having a lot of Chinese in our African and black countries. Majority of them, they are having big businesses, but these people, when they are coming to our country, they come with nothing. Yeah, they will come with nothing, and then they will open business, and their business, us black people, we will support them to grow their businesses. When their business, it has become a multi-million business, or their business, it is bringing in a lot of money, these people, they will not invest in the country. they will not invest in the country which they are making more money. Instead, these people, they will take all money and go and invest it in their country. These are some of the reasons to why also majority of black people, they are hating to these Chinese people. I'm not saying all the Chinese, but some majority of them, they usually like that. They will come and do businesses and they will invest in their country. So because of that, also it has made majority of people in Jamaica to also feel like these people, they are making more money and they are not helping the community, they are not investing in their country. So that it is also one of the reasons to why I might say that they feel like these people, they are being attacked. So for me, I can tell you that it is now the right time for Jamaican government also to give more opportunity to each citizen. You can imagine the Jamaican people, they cannot just do business one day without paying taxes, but you can see they have been given a foreign Chinese investors to come in Jamaica and do businesses for a period of 5 years. You can imagine, instead of government of Jamaica to give the foreigners more opportunity than their people, they need also to give more opportunity to their people before giving more opportunity to the foreigners. Yeah, these people, they will come to your country, they will do business, and they will not put money in your country. They will take that money to their country, and because of that, the Jamaica will continue to be poor. They will not have more, you guys will not have more development. You know, the Chinese, they cannot just come to your country and build your country without you guys calling them, you guys signing an agreement, you guys paying them. No, these people, they won't. But these people, they will come to your country with nothing, do businesses, and all money which they are getting from that businesses which it is in your country, they will take to their country. So these are some of the things which some of them I don't like about the Chinese. I know the Chinese, they are good people in terms of development. These people, they can build your country. They can build roads, they can build bridges, they can build houses. These people, they are very well when it comes to the businesses. They do very well. But these people, they cannot share the ideas with the people. These people, they cannot help without you guys paying them. No, the Chinese will not help without paying. They cannot just come to the country, build road, build hospital for free. No, you will need to pay them. So this is tell you that also we need to treat people as how we are, how they are also treating us. Because I know that we black people, we cannot just go, the Jamaicans, they cannot go to Chinese and do a business in a period of 5 years without paying tax. Even the Chinese will not allow that. Yeah, you cannot just go to the Chinese and do business without paying tax. So if the Jamaican government, it is allowing them to operate and to do business for a period of 5 years, also the Chinese government, they need to do the same to the Jamaican people who they are in China. So they also allow them to do a business in a period of 5 years. It needs to be a two-way traffic. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.